Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. I think this is going to be quite an interesting, fun tag. So this was started by Jodis Polish, and she tagged Tina at Moonbaby Nails, who tagged me, and I'm going to leave a list of the people that I want to tag in the description box. So yeah, check that out. So let's get on with the questions. Okay, so the first question, there's quite a few popular polishes that I don't like, but the one that really jumps out more than any others, and a lot of people might be like, gasp of breath here, but this, and it looks really pretty actually in the camera. This is Ruby Pump's China Glaze, and it really does look pretty. In fact, it looks a lot brighter to the eye than it does here in the camera. However, for me, it just looks really dull on the nail. It looks so like 3-4 shades brighter in the bottle. It takes like 3 coats and then it dries really dull and dark. There are lots more glittery red polishes that I believe are better than Ruby Pump's. So it's pretty, but it looks much darker on the nail, and I think there are better polishes out there that you don't require as much effort in the application. So that's China Glaze Ruby Pump's. Sorry, Ruby Pump's fans. So next question. So I actually watched Jodie's video of this, and it made me laugh because this is exactly the same answer for me. So if you've seen Jodie's video, you'll know what I'm going to show you now. This is OPI, pineapples have peelings too. And I remember everybody, this came out in the Hawaiian collection 2014, I think, 2015. Everybody hated it and said, oh my God, it looks like vomit on the nails. It's actually got red, green, blue, silver, lots of different coloured glitters in a gold, yellowy gold metallic base. And it looks to me like a really pretty Christmas polish. Let me just grab a swatch. Oh, sorry, still coughing. Okay, let's give this a little bit of airtime here. And I actually feel really guilty because I remember swatching this earlier in the year and thinking, this isn't too bad, I actually quite like it. It reminds me of a Christmas decoration. This would look quite nice at Christmas. And then I completely forgot to pull this out at Christmas, so we'll give it a little swatch here. This is just one coat. I'll come back and do another coat so we can see how it builds up. But yeah, it's a little bit brush strokey. It doesn't look great there in this light, but it does build up and it doesn't look too bad. And I thought it looked a little bit like a Christmas ornament or bauble. But I'll come back after I've put another coat on. Okay, so that's 2 very quick coats. I mean, it is quite sheer, but it's going to have to be to hold those glitters. But it's not that bad. It's actually quite sweet. And it has got a cute name. And I feel sorry for it. So yeah, that's OPI. Pineapples have peelings too. I can't stand textured polishes. They catch on your hair, on your clothes. I've had injuries with textured polish. I've tried it again and again and again. This is an example of a textured polish. This is one of the worst offenders, liquid sand. Especially with these stars, and they're like weapons. great idea, well, great concept. In reality, it just doesn't work with me at all. And yes, you can say put a thick top coat on, but who's going to do that? Really, who's going to do that? When you can just pull one of the other numerous polishes off the shelves that you've got. So yeah, I'm not going to fall into the trap of textured polishes anymore because I just can't get my head around it at all. So yeah, that they're going into room 101. Should I tell you which polishes are overpriced? Which popular brands are overpriced? All of them. All of them. Especially if you live in the UK, you automatically have to pay more for your nail polishes than it feels like anywhere else in the world. But before I get on my soapbox about that, I'll just give you an example of a brand that this year particularly jumped out to me as being unbelievably overpriced. This is a full-size Butter London and they retail for £12. I think it's about £12 here. I think I've tried to just blank it out of my mind because it's just so traumatic. They're okay. They're not great. They're not worth the money. The thing that really put this into perspective for me was using the mini set this year, so the mini Butter Londons, and it wasn't an inexpensive set, even though it was in the sales last year, and 50% of that set was garbage. And this is just a glitter. This is a glitter topper, and I mean, I wouldn't have paid full price for this. I've probably picked this up at TK Maxx. It's the only place I would pick up Butter London, but I've always been disappointed and I've always thought that they were overpriced. So yeah, for me, Butter London represents pretty much every nail polish, which in my opinion is overpriced. We pay too much for nail polish, in my opinion. I absolutely love water marbling. It looks gorgeous. It just looks very creative and it looks like lots of fun. I can't do it. I tried once. I'll insert a picture of I know Nika won't mind me putting a picture of her water marble nails. So I'll insert that here. So that's how to water marble. And I can't do it. So and I put myself off it completely after my first attempt. I did the typical, just went straight into it instead of really looking and researching. And even though Polish Pony sent me loads of links, watch this, this is how to do it, I'm terrible. I just skip all the instructions and go straight in, and I did everything wrong. And then it just put me off completely. So a trend that I really like and I really admire, but I just can't get behind and on board with, is water marbling, unfortunately. So this, I think, is a very old trend. This is Crackle nail polish. And I think this was in fashion quite a few years ago. I picked this up cheap, again, TK Maxx, and I really like it. I wasn't around for nail polish addiction collection when this was a trend the first time. But I like it. I think it's really fun watching the crackle separate. I think you can get some really fun Halloween manis with this. So yeah, a trend that I didn't like or wouldn't have liked at the time but do now would be crackle finishes or crackle trends. Okay, these two polishes represent this colour category. This is a colour that I don't wear often or at all, and I really don't wear these colours often. This is Essie. One of them's probably a little bit more red than the other, but these dark red burgundy type shades. They look really pretty on other people, but it's just not a shade that I gravitate towards. One of them is Skirting the Issue, which is a very jelly blood red, and this is Wicked, which I bought because it's such a famous Essie, but I don't think I've ever reached for it. Yeah, and they're similar, sort of very dark blood reds. Like the colours, just don't wear them, don't grab for them at all. Again, there are a number of polishes that I like, but I think are overhyped. And in fact, what I think I might do is a video on YouTube, popular YouTube nail polishes, and you know, should we believe the hype? Are they actually worth it? But one that I could show you as an example from this category would be, I like this polish, it's lovely and I love the shade. It's China Glaze Boho Blues, really pretty, summery cornflower blue. Not cornflower actually, it's more of a periwinkle blue, but it's a really crappy formula, so I think it's overhyped a little bit. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. Boho Blues, China Glaze. So this will be a quick one. I've actually thrown the bottle away, but I did use it, but I just didn't think it was as... I don't understand why it was so popular, and I don't understand why it was so hyped, but HK Girl Glisten and Glow I thought was just as average as any other fast drying top coat. There was nothing special about it. It got gloopy just at the same time as Sash Feet did. It's, you know, wasn't anything special, but I somehow had to run out and buy it. I won't be falling into that trap again. So yeah, HK Girl would be a popular top coat that I just don't rate. And finally, a polish that I think deserves a bit more love, and this is Zoe Claire. Well, I know about this because I picked this up quite early in my nail polish addiction, because obviously it's my namesake, although I don't spell my name with the I. Mine's spelt the Irish way, like County Clare. But this is a really pretty, dark... although I said I don't tend to wear these type of shades, it's more of a brown, so it's a dark red, but it's there's a brown to it, and it's a really gorgeous finish, gorgeous formula. So yeah, it's more of a burgundy red, and it's a really pretty colour. And I never hear anybody speaking about it. So yeah, that's Zoe Claire. Okay, so that's the unpopular opinions tag. I will tag the people, I will put the people's names in who I'm tagging in the description box. This was really enjoyable, so thanks for tagging me, Tina. Please go and check out Tina at Moonbaby Nails, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.